The shocking truth about China's Mars discoveries. You think you know Mars. For decades, we've pictured a cold, dead, dusty wasteland. A planet that was once warm and wet, sure, but lost it all billions of years ago. But what if that whole story is wrong? What if, hiding just beneath that barren red surface, is the ghost of a vast, ancient ocean? And what if the planet's water didn't vanish into deep history, but was flowing in what is, geologically speaking, the very recent past? China's Zhurong rover didn't just visit Mars. It landed in a place no one had ever explored, armed with tech that could see what no one had ever seen. And what it found is rewriting the entire book on the red planet. This isn't just a story about rocks. It's a story about a hidden history, a dynamic planet, and a profound shift in our search for life beyond Earth. Hook 4. As long as we've been looking up, Mars has been the ultimate mystery. Did it ever have life? Could it have it now? The key to answering both has always been water. We've found plenty of evidence of ancient riverbeds and dried-up lakes, all pointing to a watery past more than 3 billion years ago. But the consensus was that Mars became the desolate desert we see today, and just stayed that way. The story was simple. Mars had water, then it lost it. End of chapter. But then China's Zhurong rover landed on a giant flat plain called Utopia Planitia and turned the page to a chapter no one even knew existed. This wasn't just another mission to find more proof of a long-gone past. By sheer luck or brilliant design, this mission stumbled upon a secret Mars has been keeping for billions of years, the new hero on the red planet. Before we get to what Zhurong found, you need to understand why this mission was so different. When China's Tianwen-1 mission touched down in February 2021, it was a massive deal. China became only the second country in history to successfully land and operate a rover on Mars. That rover, named Zhurong after a mythical Chinese god of fire, was a 6-wheeled solar-powered explorer designed to last about 90 Martian days. It blew past that expectation, operating for over a year and traveling nearly 2 kilometers. But the real game changer wasn't just its longevity. It was its location and its tools. Zhurong landed in southern Utopia Planitia, a huge basin carved out by a colossal impact early in Mars's history. For decades, scientists looked at this lowland from orbit and theorized it might have once been the bed of an ancient ocean. But you can only learn so much from space. To really know, you have to be on the ground. And Zhurong came with a superpower, ground-penetrating radar. Think of it like an X-ray for the planet. This instrument could send radio waves down as far as 80 meters, creating a picture of what lies beneath the dust. While other rovers have had radar, Zhurong's was specifically designed to hunt for underground water ice and map geology with stunning clarity. It wasn't just looking at the surface, it was peeling back the layers of time, and what it found was the first shocking truth: the ghost of a buried ocean. As Zhurong drove, its radar was constantly mapping the world beneath its wheels, and soon, a stunning picture emerged. Buried between 10 and 35 meters deep, the rover detected sloping, layered structures. These weren't random. A research team found dozens of distinct tilted layers, all sloping in the same direction, running parallel to what scientists believe was an ancient shoreline. These features look remarkably similar to coastal sediments here on Earth. After analyzing the data, scientists ruled out other causes. These weren't structures left by wind, lava, or ancient rivers. The gentle slope and layered nature of the deposit strongly suggest they were formed by waves and tides washing sediment onto a beach as a massive ocean slowly retreated. In fact, the data published into 2025 provides some of the strongest evidence yet for what looks exactly like a long-lost Martian beach, perfectly preserved about 33 feet underground. Zhurong had found the ghost of an ancient ocean. This is the most direct, on-the-ground evidence we have that a vast body of water likely filled the northern lowlands of Mars around 3.5 billion years ago. This discovery extends the proof of liquid water from the poles to the mid-latitudes, which are much more suitable for life as we know it. For years, the Martian ocean was a tantalizing theory. Now, we have something close to ground truth. We're looking at a snapshot of a Martian beach, buried for eons. Shorelines are prime spots to search for signs of life, and here on Earth, many believe the first life began right at that boundary between air and shallow water. This discovery alone was monumental, but Zhurong wasn't done. It had found the planet's ancient past, but its instruments also detected something far more shocking. Clues that Mars's relationship with water didn't end billions of years ago. If you're finding this journey under the Martian surface as mind-blowing as we are, and you want to stay on top of the discoveries rewriting science, go hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. The story of our solar system is changing fast, and you won't want to miss what's next. Water was here. Yesterday, the story of Mars has always been one of ancient history, but some of Zhurong's most stunning discoveries point to water activity that is shockingly recent. As the rover examined sand dunes in its landing area, it spotted crusts, cracks, and weird granular features that just looked out of place in a bone-dry world. When scientists analyzed the chemical makeup of these dunes, they found they were rich in hydrated minerals, things like sulfates, silica, and iron oxides. These are minerals that need liquid water to form. But here's the real shocker: the timing. Based on the data, scientists believe this water was present as recently as 400,000 to 700,000 years ago. Let that sink in. Not 3 billion years ago, but a few 100,000. In geological time, that's yesterday. This completely changes our understanding of the modern Martian climate. So, where did the water come from? Scientists think that during periods when Mars's tilt on its axis was different, water vapor from the polar ice caps traveled to lower latitudes, falling as frost or snow on these salt-rich dunes. As temperatures fluctuated, this salty snow could have melted into a temporary briny liquid. This salt water would have then evaporated, leaving behind the crusts and hydrated minerals Zhurong saw. The rover didn't see liquid water directly, but it found its fresh chemical fingerprints all over the landscape. This strongly suggests that small, potentially habitable environments may have existed on Mars in its very recent past. This is a game changer. It means Mars isn't a static, dead planet. It has a dynamic climate with cycles that could bring water to the surface even now. And if water was present so recently, it raises the incredible possibility that underground reservoirs of ice or brine could still exist today, a vital resource for future human explorers. The next chapter and the race for answers. While the Zhurong rover has been hibernating since May 2022, likely silenced by dust covering its solar panels, the data it sent back is fueling a new era of Mars exploration. Its discoveries have basically handed us a treasure map for where to look next. The evidence for both an ancient ocean and recent water makes Utopia Planitia a prime target for future missions, hunting for signs of life. And China is already planning its next, even more ambitious move. The Tianwen-3 mission, slated for launch around 2028, will be China's first Mars sample return mission. The plan is incredibly complex, involving 2 separate launches to get a lander, an ascent vehicle, an orbiter, and an Earth return module to Mars and back. The goal, to collect at least 500 grams of Martian soil and rock and get it back to Earth by 2031. This sets up a fascinating new space race. If China hits this timeline, it could return the first samples from Mars to Earth, potentially years ahead of the joint NASA-ESA mission. Those samples could hold the definitive answers to the questions Zhurong has raised. Imagine analyzing a piece of that buried shoreline or the salt-crusted sand in a lab right here on Earth. We could find out their exact age, their chemistry, and whether they hold any biosignatures, the chemical traces of past or present life. Tianwen-3 plans to use a drill to get samples from up to 2 meters deep, and possibly even a drone or a 6-legged robot to gather material, ensuring a diverse and pristine collection. So, what does all this really mean? The discoveries from the Zhurong rover aren't just interesting footnotes in a textbook. They have fundamentally shaken our understanding of Mars, the planet we thought we knew. A world whose water story ended billions of years ago is gone. In its place is a far more complex and dynamic world. A world with a hidden history of vast, buried oceans and sandy beaches. A world where water may have flowed just yesterday, geologically speaking. Zhurong has given us a new map pointing to where the secrets of Mars's watery past and its potential for life are likely buried. It has provided powerful new evidence that the northern plains were once habitable and has shown that the conditions for liquid water have appeared far more recently than anyone imagined. The story of Mars is still being written, and the next chapter promises to be the most exciting yet. With the race to bring samples home now in full swing, we are on the cusp of answering the ultimate question. Are we alone? Zhurong has shown us where to dig. Now, we just have to bring a piece of Mars home. What do you think we'll find? Let us know in the comments below.